I love self-hosting. It's awesome, and you should try it too. Heyo, I'm Luna, a creature who likes to nerd about games and tech on the internet. First, a little disclaimer. This video is about my reasons why I really enjoy self-hosting. I might do a video about how it works exactly in the future, but at this point I just want to be clear that this is not a tutorial in any way. When someone talks about hosting your own services, you might think of large and very expensive web servers that you need to buy. While that's one way, you might be surprised to learn that you don't need any expensive server. You just need a PC, could be your regular desktop computer, a Raspberry Pi, or even a banana. Well, that's if you manage to put a working CPU, RAM and storage in there, which would be really impressive, so please send me proof if you actually do this. So, to start, do I need to have my own Git server with a GitHub Action style runner, and all it currently does is a continuous deployment pipeline for my website written in Rust that runs inside a Docker container? No, absolutely not. But does it sound cool as heck on my resume? Hell yeah! Bonus points, it's a great topic to info dump about. The sheer amount of computer science fields it will teach you about, even if you just scratch the surface, is amazing. From Linux over networking to Docker and Kubernetes. I dream about eventually having a house with a basement filled with web servers. Yeah, it might be loud down there, but it just means the servers are thinking really hard. And I like it when the servers are thinking really hard. If you should decide to start your self-hosting journey, you will see that the possibilities of what you can do are endless. Only limited by your fantasy and your executive function, of course. Want to host your own game server? Check. Your own blog? Check. A video streaming service? Yep. When you use the server at your home network, you get the advantage of not losing access to your digital photos, your favorite movies, or anything else you might treasure in case of losing access to the internet. If anything, the whole Twitter situation taught me, I know this might sound hypocritical to say on YouTube, that many big corporations do not always act in your best interest. That's especially true if you are, like me, part of a marginalized group. On the day Twitter was bought by Elon Musk, I decided to give Mastodon and the Fediverse as a whole a try, and since then I became a vocal supporter of the decentralized web. I even hosted my own Mastodon instance for some time. I started my journey because I wanted to learn how to be less dependent from large corporations. It really helped me that I'm interested and wanting to understand how complex systems work anyways. While it's true that being completely independent from big companies is impossible in our society, the knowledge how I can do this or that thing on my own machine if I need or want to is liberating. And sure, I can't make a video about why I like self-hosting without speaking about the elephant in the room, generative AI. Let me be clear, the topic of neural networks is something my brain finds fascinating. The mathematical and technical foundations of this technology are a deep yet very appealing rabbit hole. However, I believe that's what private should stay private. Sure, I'm fortunate that the birth lottery decided that I was born in the EU, a place that has better privacy regulations compared to a lot of other places, but I do not feel comfortable with the idea that Google, Microsoft, Meta and co. could use my private data and chats with family and friends to train their models if they want to. For example, the automatic sync that Google Photos offers is neat. I bought a Pixel phone believing that I would get unlimited storage for photos and videos on this platform for doing so. Some years later, and I don't want to miss a service like this. So this feeling of exposing my private files in such a way made me set up my own Nextcloud instance eventually. In general, the more I fell into my personal Linux rabbit hole, the more I became aware of privacy issues. Nevertheless, the topic of and my thoughts on generative AI are way too big for the scope of this video. As a side note, I can't recommend Nextcloud enough in a way that would give it justice in regards to how useful it is for me, not just because of syncing my pictures and files in general between my devices. So yeah, this concludes my intro into my thoughts on self-hosting. I hope parts of my yapping made sense to you. If so, let me know by liking this video and feel free to subscribe. What are your thoughts on this topic? Do you host your own services too? Let me know in the comments. Hope to see you soon.